Heat, heat, venom and claws. Can the black mamba defeat the king of the grasslands? East African savannah. Early morning, mist clings to grass tips. Beneath a flat rock near a shrub, something begins to stir in the darkness. This is a land where every creature carries a weapon. Fangs, claws, speed, mass, and sometimes the smallest weapon is the most dangerous. And among all venomous species in Africa, there's one that even lions cannot completely ignore when they appear on the same ground. This is the story of two species. One dominates through strength and numbers. One dominates through speed and venom. And what happens when they meet? Black mamba, Africa's largest venomous snake and, wow, the world's fastest snake. Their average length is about 2.5 to 4.5 meters. But, you know, the name black mamba doesn't actually come from their scale color. Their scales are usually more of a grayish green to olive brown shade. The name actually comes from the pitch black color inside their mouth, which they show off when threatened. Black mamba movement speed can reach 19 to 20 kilometers per hour on the ground. That's the highest speed of any snake species on the planet. Their venom is a potent mixture of neurotoxins and cardiotoxins, attacking both the nervous and cardiovascular systems at the same time, with a mortality rate near 100% within 7 to 15 hours. In just a single bite, a black mamba can inject 100 to 400 milligrams of venom. Considering the lethal dose is only about 10 to 15 milligrams, that's a staggering amount. Even so, black mambas don't go out of their way to hunt large animals. They mainly prey on rats, small birds, and lizards. Still, when threatened, they don't just run away. Instead, they face threats head-on. If cornered, a black mamba will raise the front third of its body off the ground and open its mouth, showing off that black interior. It's a final warning before attack. And if it comes down to a confrontation, black mambas can bite repeatedly, multiple times, rather than just once before retreating. That's a pretty distinct difference from many other venomous snakes. Black mambas inhabit open ground, sparse shrubland, and forest edges, which, interestingly, are also places where lions often rest during the day. This means the territories of these two species naturally overlap. Lions don't actively seek out snakes, but, you know, the two species still bump into each other simply because they share the same living space. Sometimes all it takes is one misplaced step, a snake awakened, and that's enough. So, it's midday, and a lion lies resting beside an acacia trunk, less than 2 meters away. Nearby, a black mamba emerges from a rock crevice to bask in the sun. The lion stands up. This isn't fear, but more like a snake avoidance reflex, something deeply embedded in the nervous systems of many large mammals. The black mamba raises its head, displays its black mouth, with its body coiled lightly behind the head, ready, but it doesn't slither away. It stands its ground, appearing much larger. The lion just stands still, watching, not moving forward and not backing off. In lion prides, the mamba is a species that the young ones learn to avoid very early on. After a few minutes, the black mamba begins slithering off in another direction. Not hurried, not panicked, just choosing to leave on its own terms. The lion doesn't pursue or attack. In nature, a confrontation ending without casualties is the optimal outcome for both. When inexperienced young lions curiously approach black mambas, that's another danger. Lion cubs don't yet understand the black mamba's warning signals. They advance step by step, crossing the safety threshold without realizing the risk. The mother lioness detects this in time and rushes over, using her body to push the cub out of striking range before the mamba can react. Facing an adult lion, the black mamba changes its decision. It retreats, then slithers quickly into nearby bushes. Danger temporarily passes. But there's another species in Africa that doesn't view the black mamba with cautious or avoidant eyes. The honey badger, the world's most fearless animal. Honey badgers stand only about 11 inches tall, roughly 2.5 feet long, and weigh around 35 pounds. But you know, their back skin is 6 millimeters thick and tough enough to resist snake fangs. Honey badger immune systems can resist venom from many snake species, including some cobras. With black mambas, the level of venom resistance is still being studied. The black mamba detects the honey badger when the distance is about 4 meters. It raises its head, displays its black mouth, and hisses a warning. The honey badger continues approaching. The honey badger closes in. The mamba strikes the shoulder on the first attempt. This amount of venom is enough to kill a goat within minutes. The honey badger drips, staggers, then collapses. The black mamba slithers away. This is a natural response. After biting, the venom will do the rest. But with honey badgers, the story doesn't end there. About 20 to 30 minutes later, the honey badger begins to move. Slowly at first, then a bit faster. It stands up, shakes its head, and continues moving in the direction the mamba left. This behavior has actually been documented many times in South Africa and Kenya. Honey badgers recover from black mamba venom, then continue pursuing the snake, really just driven by their hunting instinct. The black mamba has moved over 100 meters and lies resting under some low shrubs. When it detects the honey badger still approaching, the situation becomes, well, pretty unusual for it. The mamba bites a second time when the honey badger closes in, this time hitting the neck area. The honey badger falls again. The snake immediately climbs a nearby low tree. This time, the honey badger takes longer to recover, but eventually stands after about 45 minutes and looks up to where the mamba is hiding. The mamba leaves the tree and slithers faster than before. This is the true speed of the world's fastest snake. When deciding to retreat, the distance gradually increases. The honey badger just can't catch up. It stops, sniffs the air, then turns in another direction. No clear winner. Both are still alive and just continuing their day. Very few species can endure 2 black mamba bites, fall twice, and still stand up. The honey badger doesn't win, but the mamba can't defeat it either. The question isn't whether the black mamba can win. The issue is what victory means when neither needs to destroy the other to continue existing. In nature, you know, victory has only one definition: still alive the next day. Today, both black mamba and honey badger meet that criterion. Black mambas are distributed across over 20 sub-Saharan African countries. They're not yet critically endangered, but habitat loss and killing out of fear are shrinking their range. In most encounters between humans and black mambas, snakes choose to escape first. They only attack when there's no escape route. Lions know to avoid mambas. Honey badgers know how to cope. Both accumulate experience over generations of coexistence, contributing to maintaining natural balance. Black mambas don't need to defeat lions. They only need to be respected enough not to be stepped on. Over millions of years of evolution, that rule has been effectively established. Evening descends on the savannah. The black mamba slithers back to its familiar resting spot beneath the flat rock where it left this morning. The circle of one day closes. In darkness beneath the rock, the mamba coils. Body temperature drops with the surrounding ground. Nervous system gradually shifting to resting state, awaiting the light of a new day. Black mambas aren't Africa's most dangerous species by actual statistics. Crocodiles, hippos, and even mosquitoes cause more deaths each year. Venom isn't a tool of conquest, but a means of survival. For millions of years, it's helped mambas exist alongside the king of the grasslands, and that is enough. The first rays of dawn shine down on the Serengeti grasslands. A new day begins at the heart of Africa. Here, millions of creatures coexist in a complex ecological network where predator and prey, strong and weak, intertwine their fates. But not all make their living by strength. Some have chosen another path, the path of opportunists. This is the story of Africa's most notorious thieves, those who survive on the fruits of others' labor. Spotted hyenas. Crocuta can reach weights up to 70 kilograms, living in clans ranging from 10 to 80 individuals with the strongest jaws among African carnivores. But 80% of their food comes from scavenging. They track other hunters like leopards and cheetahs, patiently waiting for the right opportunity. Spotted hyena's tactic is patience. One hyena may lose, but the whole clan is different. Numbers are weapons. Their calls echo across grasslands, summoning teammates. A leopard just brought down a stray antelope and prepares to drag prey up a tree, but it's too late. The hyena clan appears and surrounds, not attacking directly, but just patiently waiting, creating continuous psychological pressure. The leopard gradually exhausts and must make a choice: abandon prey or face the entire clan. Finally, survival instinct prevails. Within just 2 minutes, the antelope carcass completely disappears. Meat, skin, and bones, all consumed. This is not cruelty but survival efficiency. African wild dogs, like Conpictus, currently number only about 6,000 individuals in the wild and are classified as endangered. Unlike hyenas, they are professional hunters with hunt success rates up to 80%, the highest among terrestrial carnivores. However, when opportunity presents, they're also ready to steal prey, especially when lions have eaten their fill and left. Speed is the key advantage. They rush in quickly, take remaining portions, and retreat before other rivals can react. Black-backed jackals, Canis mellus, are much smaller and lighter than other carnivores at only about 10 kilograms, but compensate with high intelligence and flexibility. They live in pairs or small groups, not strong enough to confront directly. So they choose another strategy: waiting in shadows. Night is their activity time. When large hunters rest, they silently approach, searching for leftovers. A bone fragment, a bit of meat, not much, but enough to sustain life. That's the survival art of the small. In African skies exists another opportunist group: vultures, distant relatives of eagles. African white-backed vultures, Gyps africanis, with wingspans up to 2.5 meters and vision about 8 times stronger than humans, allowing them to detect carcasses from altitudes up to 4,000 meters. They don't hunt, but soar in the air, patiently observing all movements below. When an animal falls, vultures are the first to notice. They swoop down quickly in numbers up to dozens, even hundreds. The scene is not beautiful, but necessary. They clean the savannah, prevent disease spread, a role no species can replace. Beneath the water surface, another opportunist waits. Nile crocodile, Crocodilus niloticus, bodies up to 6 meters long, weighing nearly 1 ton, and living over 100 years. They're considered living fossils, existing from over 200 million years ago, possessing the strongest bite force among terrestrial creatures. But crocodiles aren't just active hunters, they also track other predators. When a leopard brings down an antelope near the riverbank, that could be a fatal mistake. In an instant, it lunges, yanking prey into water. The leopard can only stand stunned as the meal disappears before its eyes. Underwater, crocodiles perform the death roll, violent spinning to tear prey into pieces, efficient, brutal, but true to survival nature. And then there are lions, Panthera leo, often called kings of the savannah. But even kings have secrets. Lionesses are the main hunters, bringing back up to 80% of the pride's food. But the question is, who eats first? Male lions weighing nearly double lionesses. They approach, push lionesses aside, and eat first. Privilege of the strong. This is not cruelty, but biological order. Male lions defend territory, face other rivals, and need large energy sources to survive. However, in many cases, male lions are also true opportunists. They don't hunt directly but wander, seeking the right moment.